Coming up on today's Airborne, Centurion 2.0's upgrade is now available for DA42 TDI owners and operators. Discovery Aviation acquires the Liberty XL-2's production rights, and an Eclipse 550 update from Sun & Fun. Welcome to Airborne on Aero-TV. I'm Ashley Hale. Diamond Aircraft will add the Centurion 2.0S engine to the existing DA42 type certificate, offering TDI owners and operators the option to upgrade from their 135 horsepower Centurion 1.7 and 2.0 engines to the 155 horsepower 2.0S engine. The program supports an existing fleet of over 500 Centurion-equipped DA42 aircraft. Both DA42 TDI and DA40 TDI aircraft can be retrofitted with the Centurion 2.0S kit. European certification is expected in July of 2014. North American validation is planned but pending on demand. Conversion will be performed by a limited number of authorized centers that will also be able to offer major service work, inspections, refurbishments, and other upgrades. Here's a case where new ownership can lead to a better future for an existing product. Discovery Aviation Inc. announced that it has acquired the rights to manufacture the Liberty XL-2. The former senior management team of Liberty Aerospace Inc. will join with Discovery Aviation. The Liberty XL-2, which is already acknowledged as the IFR-certified low operating cost solution for training, is certified in more than 50 countries worldwide. Updates and improvements to the new production standard will support the significant demand for professional pilots for the world's airlines, militaries, and business operators. Discovery Aviation plans to introduce the new Discovery 201, a multi-role twin-engine utility aircraft that will be manufactured alongside the XL-2 as soon as the FAA certification is complete. The two aircraft are complementary, and the company will be able to offer the aviation industry two unique airplanes that are capable leaders in their markets. You're watching Airborne. We'll be back after these messages with more news and our feature of the day.
ADS-B will be mandatory for most aircraft by 2020 in the United States, but you can benefit from ADS-B today with the Binnie King KT-74 Mode S transponder. The KT-74 meets the global mandates for ADS-B out when attached to a suitable WAAS GPS. Over the past 2 decades, no resource has compiled as much expert-valued information about the sport plane world than the Sport Plane Resource Guide. Over 1,500 pages, hundreds of aircraft, dozens of how-tos and directories. All this and more will be coming to the sport aviation world soon with the new, all-electronic and updatable Sport Plane Resource Guide for your iPad, iPhone, Kindle, tablet, PC, or other electronic devices. Get your order in now. www.sportplane.com.
Welcome back. If you'd like to suggest a story for Airborne, Aero-TV, our website, or our podcast, drop an email to news-spy@aero-news.net. The Eclipse 550 is in production and being delivered, while at Sun & Fun, A&N's Jim Campbell took the opportunity to get updated on the progress at Eclipse.
The 550 we certified on February 28th. We delivered the first one on March 12th, the second one on March 13th, and we're now 5 planes into our delivery process. So we've delivered 10 customers, and we deliver plane number 6 tomorrow, so we're excited about that. So we're well on our way with the deliveries, and we're going to continue to do more of the same for the rest of the year. Obviously, we've passed through the financial risk hurdles. Then you get through the certification risk hurdles. Now we're at the production rate scenario where we're trying to rate production to the speed of the market. The markets are coming back slowly, and we just want to make sure that our production rate is in line with that. We are fortunate in that we can produce 1.5 to 2 planes per month with our existing line, all the way up to 10 planes per month with our existing line. And it's just a matter of adding additional staff and increasing supply chain. We've got a very flexible assembly process, if you will.
With some 2,000 Aero-TV programs webcast to cyberspace, sometimes it can be fun to look back and enjoy some of the places we've seen, the flyers we've met, and the planes we've flown. Here's a look at one of our favorite Aero-TV classic episodes. We've heard some people say it's hard to see all of EAA AirVenture in less than a week. Well, we at ANN tried to do it in 150 seconds. Search AirVenture 2009 Oshkosh in 150 seconds on Aero-TV's news channel. Here's one you may have never heard of before. It's a single-cylinder 5 cubic inch displacement airplane engine that has run for over 10,000 flight hours, and it's made by Lycoming. Lycoming's new EL-005 multi-fuel engine has surpassed 10,000 deployed flight hours with the Aerosonde small unmanned aircraft system in service of the U.S. Department of Defense for customers in Afghanistan. The Lycoming EL-005 is air-cooled, direct-injected, and spark-ignited. It features electronic controls and optimization to run jet fuel. The Aerosonde SUAS continues to amass thousands of flight hours each month in support of Department of Defense customers' long-endurance intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance missions. Since its initial deployment overseas, the Aerosonde SUAS has amassed more than 60,000 flight hours in some of the world's harshest environments. You're watching Airborne. We'll be back with more news after these messages.
Since its inception, Redbird Flight Simulations has been dedicated to developing new training technologies and processes in an ongoing effort to make aviation safer, more affordable, and more accessible. Consider Redbird's flagship flight training device, the FMX, a superior quality, full-motion, feature-rich advanced aviation training device priced with real-world flight training organizations in mind. With standard features that are anything but standard, such as wraparound visuals, a fully enclosed cockpit, quick change configurations, scenario-based training compatibility, and of course, an electric motion platform, the FMX serves up a level of realism that is simply unavailable in other training devices on the market. For more information on Redbird flight simulations, the Redbird FMX, and Redbird's entire line of flight training devices, visit www.redbirdflightsimulations.com.
Welcome back. The NBAA has praised the Senate Finance Committee's completion of work on legislation that would restore for 2 more years a host of tax incentives that expired in 2013, including a commonly recognized incentive by means of bonus depreciation on the purchase of aircraft and other assets used by businesses. NBAA President and CEO Ed Bolin said, quote, "When applied to business aircraft purchase, bonus depreciation gives companies immediate access to the efficiency, productivity, competitive, and other benefits that comes with the asset's use, while also helping to preserve jobs in a key American manufacturing sector," end quote. The legislation contains rules to be followed for applying the bonus depreciation under different circumstances. Senate Finance Committee Chairman Ron Wyden indicated that the bill would be a one-time extension. There's a new senior test pilot at XCOR Aerospace. Aviator, test pilot, engineer, and commercial astronaut Brian Binnie has joined the company in that role. As senior test pilot, Binnie will be working with another celebrated pilot and astronaut, XCOR chief test pilot, and former space shuttle pilot and commander, U.S. Air Force Colonel Richard Searfoss. Searfoss said of Binnie, quote, "Brian and I have been friends and colleagues for many years, and I have always wanted to work together in a flying environment. Combining our backgrounds as government and commercial astronauts and our broad experience across a number of rocket-powered craft, I feel this builds on XCOR's strong culture that emphasizes safety and professionalism," end quote. Binnie added, "I'm very pleased to be a part of the XCOR team and look forward to working with friends and colleagues on many of the exciting development efforts at XCOR, including the family of Lynx vehicles. I look forward to seeing the Lynx flying soon and making a contribution to that program." Get comprehensive real-time 24/7 coverage of the latest aviation and aerospace stories anytime at aero-news.net. And please remember to join us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for a new edition of Airborne. I'm Ashley Hale. Thanks for watching.